When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, Mek Wi Talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Mek Wi Talk. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, Mek Wi Talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Mek Wi Talk. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, Mek Wi Talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, Mek Wi Talk. Hey.
So people, Mek Wi Talk, good afternoon. We're listening, watching from around the world in the Eastern Caribbean. This is the Mek Wi Talk program with yours truly, Jeffrey T. We're coming to you live from the studios. Actually, we're outside the studios of the Mek Wi Talk program tonight, as we come to you live with an exciting episode of the Mek Wi Talk program. I am your host, Jeffrey Tavares. My special guest tonight will be Marvin Edgar, and also attorney at law, immigration attorney at law, Michelle Fanger, will be coming on tonight to speak about immigration. your status on immigration here in the United States, and those who live in the Caribbean, she can assist you too. As a matter of fact, I think she has a special ad going on for her law firm. Let's play this ad right here. Okay, what's going on?
Hi, this is Michelle Fanger from the Fanger Law Firm. I'm excited to announce that for the month of June, we'll be having a discount on our consultation fee. For the month of June, our consultation fee will be $150. If you want to get information on your case, to have an attorney review your case, you could give us a call to do a consultation. Our contact number is 904-480-6612.
There you have it. Those who want to get an immigration lawyer, she will be on the Mek Wi Talk program momentarily. She'll be coming on to speak to you about issues facing your immigration status in the United States. This evening, we're going to speak about an issue that is plaguing the people of Gregory Park. The people of Gregory Park, wherein the Member of Parliament, Alonda Turlong, has made some report on television Jamaica. And I'm trying to figure out if the minister is losing a screw, who is also the Member of Parliament for the Gregory Park area. Something not adding up here, Minister Turlong. Something not adding up. And as far as I am concerned, Minister, to me, I think you're lying to the people of Gregory Park. You're lying to your constituency, sir. Good evening to all those in the chat room, all the students in the Mek Wi Talk program, both here on YouTube, Facebook, and on TikTok. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program. I saw the Prime Minister along with Desmond McKenzie touring West Kingston. The Jamaica Labour Party has been ruling West Kingston for the last how many years? How many centuries? And I wonder if those who are on TikTok who are Labour Party members will criticize the dilapidated buildings that the citizens of West Kingston is living in. I wonder if they will go on their social media platform and criticize what is going on down in West Kingston. It is a damn shame and disgrace. The building, listen to me, if an earthquake, a good earthquake shake Jamaica, you know, the people who live in West Kingston in those buildings, they're gone. It's gone. The people of West Kingston, the buildings that they're living in is in a terrible condition. It's in a terrible condition. But every year, it's just every 5 years, all they can hear is shower this and shower that. Until we, the people of this country, put away these two political dire gangs, these political tribes. Until we put away these two political gangs in this country, then our living condition in this country won't be better off. Because I believe that the people should be living in very good conditions. This is 2026. The people should be living in very good conditions. And when I saw how they're touring West Kingston. My God Almighty, is a damn disgrace. Anyway, let us welcome our special guest tonight. I hope his mic is working. Good evening to you, sir.
Yes. Good evening to
There,
you, Jeffrey, and your lovely viewers.
the man who's creating havoc around the Eastern Caribbean and indeed Jamaica on a whole. A man who continues speaking truth to power. We never plan to wear blue tonight, you know. But we're on the blue tonight. That means the color blue is my favorite color. So I don't know if Marvin has some thing going on when he decided to wear color blue tonight. Marvin, welcome to the program, my friend.
Thank you, Jeffrey. It's a pleasure, man, as always. It's a pleasure
Marvin,
as always.
for those who may not know who Marvin is, tell us who you are and why you decide to stand up for your Jamaican people. Tell us who you are first. Go ahead.
You're the second person who asked me that in a one day. I always tell you, I am a simple Jamaican. I am. The titles and stuff. I don't work with that, Jeffrey. And I mean, it's just the humility that is inside a person like myself. I am just a regular Jamaican who has observed, what has been happening to my people over the years, and I've always aspired to be a leader, one who represents the voice for the voiceless. I'm just that guy. If I see it, I'm going to attack it. It doesn't matter what people say about me. You can't hurt me. But when it comes to people, I defend the rights of my people. Because as a person who has traveled to many countries, I still believe that as a Jamaican in Jamaica, that's where we're first class citizen. And I believe that that's the place we need to fix up, clean up before we can defend another country or talk in another man's country. I love my country. I love my people. So that has always been my aspiration and my dream, not to even be in the House of Parliament, just that the persons who are elected would do what they're supposed to do to represent my people. So I'm just the voice in the wilderness for the voiceless. That's who I am.
Why did you decide to have a petition going?
I mean, Jeffrey, there's...
Hold on for me. I have never seen in my entire life, I've seen petitions being written. I have never seen a petition gain so many traction. It's to show you that the people of our country, Marvin, has reached a boiling point. And when you see Jamaicans from all walks of life signed in this petition, they have had enough. And I will say this without any apology to no one. The Jamaican people must come together. The time has come for all of us to rally around a single cause and a single purpose. And the single cause and single purpose, my fellow Jamaicans, that same petition that Marvin has and the Magnitsky Act, we must rally around those two things. Marvin has decided to put a petition up because our people are suffering. It cannot be that those who are put to govern this nation can get away with so many nepotism and cronyism, and those who allow so many Jamaicans to be unalive in 2010 in this country, and then they get away with it. Nobody was charged for it. I think it is time that what Marvin is doing, we should compile some videos together of the 2010 incursion to Tivoli Garden, compile some videos together of both the Prime Minister telling the people of this country to the security forces, is either you meet a judge or meet a maker. We should compile the video with the Minister of National Insecurity and No Peace saying shoot and ask questions after. We should compile all of those videos, Marvin, and send it off to the Hague and to the American government, to the United Nations, to the Canadians, to the British. The time has come for Jamaicans to put away PNP and JLP, the change that we seek in this country will never come from the two political gangs in this country. Has it come from us? Marvin, why did you decide to do this petition?
Yeah, I mean, you made mention, sorry, you made mention of The Hague just now.
Yes.
And, I like to listen to good counsel. And you made a suggestion this morning because I was speaking to you about the many organizations that we have CC'd that email with the petition attached to. And in doing further research, I understand that the Hague, which is the ICC,
Yes,
International
International Court of
Criminal Court,
Justice. Yes.
yeah, of justice, and they for one, it would not have made any sense for us to reach out to them because they would have had to have Jamaica on their radar based on research. And it's shocking to know that the International Criminal Courts of Justice don't have Jamaica on their radar as a country where the police force every year in terms of the murders has been going up in percentage significantly. I am surprised that they don't have Jamaica on their radar. So our reaching out to them would have been pretty much an eye opener that, hey, you now need to take a look at Jamaica. And I'm saying that we have unalived more than 450 men within the past 17 months have been
Yes.
murdered by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. In 17 months, 450 for a population of 2.7 million people. That is alarming. That is genocide. That is concerning. And that should have raised a lot of alarms. So I just wanted to give you that piece of information as to, how frightened I was upon doing our research. Now,
Yes.
you asked the question, why this petition? Now, Jeffrey, you and I, we share common interests as it pertains to the country moving forward, getting accountability. Yeah, we
Yes.
might differ on one or two little topics, but when it comes to the holistic approach towards representing the country and getting accountability and I mean that is the word. That's the one word, Jerry. Jeffrey. That's out there. Accountability. We
Indeed.
don't. We for everything. Nobody is held accountable for nothing. Even right now with FLA, there's nothing that's gonna come out of it. There's like nobody. It doesn't matter how egregious the crimes are. We heard from in 2001, 2002, where the FLA gave over allegedly issued over 220 illegal firearms to persons who were not supposed to get it. Nobody got arrested. Nothing happened. So them coming with these this report to be tabled now. Jeffrey, $3 trillion is unaccounted for. Unaccounted for. And we're still counting. $40 billion from UE. And apparently that was just a sample of the research from the Auditor General. It is not the whole thing, which means there's more money, way more money that would have
And,
gone missing or scammed from the country.
and not to mention $1.4 billion of taxpayers' money to buy some old dilapidated school buses from
Oh,
the
wow.
United States,
Oh, wow.
where $600 and something million is still unaccountable for.
Yep.
And you still have this Minister of Transportation
Yep.
still sitting there, and he can't give the members of the transport sector a fair increase. $600 and something million is unaccountable for. And the man still sit there as Minister of Transportation. The time has come, Marvin, for the Jamaican people to
Yep.
stop this chat.
Yep.
And the time has come for all of us to compile all of these videos and all of these reports that we have. Carry to the Americans, to the United Nations, but we get some redress because it cannot continue. Poor people suffering in this country. Alanda Turlang tell the people of Gregory Park that $60-something billion was diverted to help Hurricane Melissa. That's why the roads they can't fix in Gregory Park. He said it on TV. I'm going to play the video soon.
Yes.
Live from the pit of hell.
Wow. Wow. I need to hear
All
that
of them is
video.
a bunch of set of damn liars. Go ahead,
I-
Samisa.
I need to see that video very soon.
You guys go see it, man.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Now, Jeffrey, I am, as I said before, I've traveled to a few countries. Currently, I am in the Bahamas, and I every time I drive on here in the Bahamas, and I look at good clean road, and I mean there are persons here, citizens who are still displeased with their government, and I have to say to them, no, I'm saying you have no reason to be displeased with your government, because if Jamaica had looked as how the Bahama look, we would be in love with our government. We would be in love with our government. Be grateful for what we have, because we don't see this. We don't have this. Me drive over one patrol near Shirley Street, and in 2 days, them cut out the whole market and patch it. In 2 days, they don't wait. And I said, man, you can see where the people and taxpayer money is going. Somebody fell at a restaurant that I was, and then the lady was there. They phoned for ambulance. Ambulance came in Jamaica. We had a tourist that fell from a building, and it was police who had to come and lift the tourist and throw the tourist in a jeep, because the entire western parish of Jamaica does not have one working ambulance.
It begs to ask the question, Marvin. When the Minister of Tourism going about selling Jamaica, those people overseas, do they ask them if they have a proper health service in this country? They do not do any research. Jamaica's health sector gone to the dogs, but yet you'll have people on TikTok reminding Jamaicans of the PNP days. We're not talking about PNP, half of them nasty dirties in fit about too. Because everyone who thinks that PNP is not good in good two shoes and make a sad mistake. All of them, no better barrel, no better herring. But what is in now? The Jamaica Labour Party is ruling now. We're going to talk about the JLP. It cannot continue wearing. Our people has no ambulance. Now this minister him, Mandy, they call him Mandy. Jeffrey, behave yourself tonight. Behave yourself tonight, Tavares. I want to play a video here before we go any further, Marvin. I'm going to play this video here. Listen to this.
Not moving. Member of Parliament for East Central St. Catherine, Alanda Terlong, is expressing disappointment with the National Works Agency NWA for not moving fast enough in repairing roadways across Portmore. Details in this report.
On Wednesday, scores of taxi operators who ply the Gregory Park Road withdrew their services in protest against bad road conditions.
People them can't even get a turn off, because I want them with the low car, no turn off can't go on. As the boy struck out and them thing that they mash up back in the road. Look how them thing that big over there, sir.
Go ahead and patch the road with self father. It mash up back, we do it again, it mash up back. We need some assistance around them and it's a causeway.
Member of Parliament for East Central St. Catherine, Alanda Terlong, says for the past 7 months he has been making representation. However, nothing has been done.
This is the worst that the roads across East Central have been in the last decade. Now, for the past 7 months, I've been making representations to the heads of the National Work Agency, pleading with them, begging them to fix the roads across East Central. You know, from you get to the from you get off the 95 going across Christian Penn, right there in front of the clinic, going across the Cedar Grove Academy, going across Newlands Main Road. I mean, listen, going down into Grange Lane, the roads have just been in a deplorable state for the past 7 months.
He told residents funds were diverted in response to Hurricane Melissa.
Of course, you know, as a government, we've had to divert more than $67 billion, you know, to fix the...
No, hold on there for me now. Hold on there for me. This man, his constituency alone gets $67 billion.
I think he's referring to the alleged $67 billion that the government said that they have spent in HURCN Melissa.
Hold on, no, man. Hold on. No. My question to this liar, and he can't console me, because you're a political liar. You, Alanda Terlong, you're a damn liar. You and Marlon Morgan is too liar. And I dare you. I dare you. Hello, you must stop telling people pure lies. No, you hear what I say? $67 billion was diverted. Hold on here now. We don't cut this and give something else. Listen to what the Prime Minister said. So me want to know if it's the Prime Minister $67 billion man they talking about, Jeffrey Behavior Cell, Orlando Turlan talking about. Hold on a minute, they make a find it here. Listen to this now.
The government of Jamaica is projected to spend 67 billion Jamaican dollars on the hurricane relief.
My question tonight, Marla, hey, Jesus. Father, I'm going to do business stop by here. What are these people with the people of this country? One is saying $67 billion have been diverted from Gregory Park to fix the Gregory Park pothole them. Ghana to help Beryl. So hold on, you know. Where Turlan get $67 billion from?
Well, I mean, as you say, I don't know if him have if Terry Lang have a magic man and looking at the future, if he knows that his prime minister was going to say 67 is projected. Projected. I like this is Jeffrey.
A bunch of liars.
It's a bunch, and their lies are catching up to them one after the other. Their lies are catching up one after, because I mean, it's obvious that this is a lie. It's a blatant lie. $67 billion was not earmarked for Gregory Park Road. It was not. It was not. And even if it was, you need to ask yourself the question, in past, how much money has Terry Long ever received from the government to fix Gregory Park? How much money you ever receive, and how much money did the contractor get? Those are questions I'm asking.
Mama me mo, mo. I said, don't you trouble Zion.
And when me ask questions, when Marvin Edgar asks question, for those of you who don't know, I am one person that no government official has ever dared to make the mistake to send no misinformation or no cease and desist. Me no play with information, because I have thousands of Jamaicans, if not millions, that depends on me for credible information.
Exactly.
So I have one question to ask. How much money since Terry Langda Portmore has been earmarked to fix roads in Portmore in a Fihim constituency, and how much did the contractor get?
Hello, Shalabashande. Make us speak in a tongues.
Jeffrey, we are Jamaicans. Well, under Jeffrey, we are Jamaicans. We are Jamaicans. It is time for people to understand that we as citizens are the ones who, when the pothole mess up your front end, Jeffrey, when you go to the auto parts places across Jamaica, Bert's Auto Parts right now on Mullines Road, it big like one hotel. When you see auto parts place, grow exponentially. When you realize that their buildings have to be increasing in size, because what? We have to bring more parts, because people are coming every goddamn day wanting parts, because the same person who fixed them tire then last week come back for come fix ball joint, come back for come buy the boot, come back for come buy this. Every single day, the same poor people of Jamaica, teachers, doctors, regular people, market people, security guard, everybody have to constantly in at the auto shop. Every goddamn spend millions of dollars on auto parts because the government has failed to fix the flipping roads. It is a very serious concern. And it's time for accountability. We're not in no more chattings with nobody. We're tired of it. Labor right, I figure there. PMP, I figure there. Independent, I figure there. Because the people, them are thief in country money.
Let me say something to you. The people of the Cayman Islands, Jamaicans who donated money to this government, HURCN Melissa, the Americans and others, they need to investigate where burial money they go. Alanda Turlang is telling the people of Gregory Park that why the road couldn't fix is because $67 billion have been diverted, from Gregory Park to help with Hurricane Melissa. So I did some research. And nowhere in the budget said $67 billion was given to Gregory Park.
Oh.
Nowhere in the national budget it says that. No, this is one of him now who call himself Prime Minister. No disrespect to you, sir. The Prime Minister of this country. End up telling the people of Jamaica that $67 billion is projected to spend in Hurricane Melissa's relief program. My question to these people, where is all the money in the collect?
Here, it got back in a consolidated fund.
So that means the 400,000 United States dollars that Babsy Grange collect, you gonna consolidate fund too?
I don't know about that one. I cannot speak on it. I have no idea. We'll probably have to ask the Auditor General. And the Ministry of Finance, I don't think the Ministry of Finance even know where it is. Because everything don't group up in the same basket. And by the way, the Prime Minister is now going to be directing some of the donated funds to the JDF and to ODPEM, to ODPEM. And bear in mind, he is the Minister of Defense. And the Office of the Disaster and Preparedness Management, ODPEM, now comes under his office. So technically, the money when say, if you go back to them, I go back to him, technically. Yeah, man.
What is so hurtful is a damn disgrace. This is the start of a hurricane season. And Jamaicans are still living under tarpaulin. Under tarpaulin.
And let me tell you something.
In Westmoreland, in St. James, in Hanover, in Trelawney. And this man, hold on, man. I can finish watching the video. Hold on.
And recovery. $67 billion. A large part of that would be the loan that we gave to the JPS so that you could have got back electricity faster than ever before in the history of restoration after any disaster in Jamaica. We have deployed out of that $67 billion, $10 billion for the roofs program through the NH.
So hold on enough for me. Hold on enough for me, Prime Minister, because you're going like say head, but everybody head, You're going like you alone go to school. When me go to Nickel All Age, and I go to Green Island Comprehensive High School, and I went to college, and I'm still going to some school up here too. So I'm going like a fair head. We no kuno mono. So if you spend $10 billion to help with roof program, sir, why is it that the Jamaican people who got hit by Hurricane Beryl and Hurricane Melissa, why they not roof over the head same way? Why there's no roof over the head when they spend $10 billion, sir? I want to take us for some bunch of kuno mono. Let's do some more of this.
Almost $2 billion has been spent, and that is not included in the 67.
Hold on here. Almost $2 billion has been spent, and that is not including the 67 billion. Father, I stretch my hand to thee, oh God.
So that's 69.
If God thyself from Jamaica, what happened to this country?
So that is 69.
69 billion. This is some more of this lie.
$7 billion. We are spending on the repair of schools, repair of hospitals and clinics that is being repaired, the restoration of road connectivities that is being done, and the removal of debris. That was a massive expenditure. We have never had to deal with that level of debris before.
Listen to me. I would suggest that the people of the Cayman Islands, the premier came down. I'm telling you something. When Beryl came, the former premier of the Cayman Islands Julian O'Connolly, along with the former Premier Makiva Bush, led by opposition leader Joe Hugh, came to Jamaica, all right, handed over money to this Prime Minister to help with the people in St. Elizabeth and other places. HURCN Melissa came. The now Premier of the Cayman Islands, remember his name, came to Jamaica with a delegation, hand over cash to this Prime Minister, along with tarpaulin and everything. And you're telling me how many months after Hurricane Melissa and people are still living on a tarpaulin? And it's a hurricane season? And this man telling people bloody lies to the people of this country?
Well, Guyana was responsible. Guyana said they would take care of 200 homes, 200 roofs. Guyana said they fix 200 roofs. That's a courtesy of the government.
And not to mention what Shaggy, Sean Paul, Spice, Vive Cartel, and other people came and did. My question to the Prime Minister of this country, where poor people money there?
Jeffrey, I left out myself. I've spent almost $6 million out of pocket. Out of pocket. Yeah, true.
I am asking the Premier of the Cayman Islands to launch an investigation where Cayman people money going to Jamaica. This Prime Minister, along with them, must give an account for poor people money. This Prime Minister is one of the most corrupt Prime Minister known in the history of this country.
Yep.
His administration is one of the most corrupt administration known. How is it that in 6 months or how many months after Hurricane Melissa, Jamaicans are still living on a tarpaulin? Are you talking that you spent $10 billion on roofing? For where?
Let me tell you how serious this is, Jeffrey. I don't think a lot of people understand the level of trauma that the people in Western Jamaica are currently facing. Like every time the clouds get dark and they know that rains are about to fall, these people are traumatized. You hear me tell you? Today has started the first day of the hurricane season. There is not one or two or 200 people that's actually without a roof, We're talking about thousands, Jeffrey. We're talking about thousands. When we say thousands, we don't mean no one or no, we don't mean no 10,000, 150,000 persons. 150,000 persons were pretty much surveyed and were found to be in the critical zone, not so critical, lose roof, lose everything. The groups, 150,000 people. Let me tell you this. The government of Jamaica, I don't think the government of Jamaica has yet covered for 20,000 people. That's my honest opinion.
But not only that, Marvin. In any modern democracy and any well-thinking government who has the people interests at heart would have seen fit to build some hurricane shelters or start building some hurricane shelters. Jamaica has 3 counties, Cornwall, Middlesex, and Surrey.
Yeah.
Why can't they build some hurricane shelters that can withstand certain things, withstand hurricane at gusts of 100 miles per hour? Why can't they do that? They collected money in this country. And until now, the people of this country can't get what they're supposed to get.
I mean,
and this man can tell us about the project to spend $67 billion. No, another thief. Jeffrey, behave yourself.
So why don't we talk about some of the things that were mentioned in the budget to be built? A parliament. Jamaica don't need a new parliament. If anything we need as it pertains to parliament are new people in the parliament. We need new people in the parliament, not a new parliament.
Let me say this to you. We need a new parliament, yes, but not now.
But not now. There you go. Yes, there you go. It's not
Jamaica
it's not
need
a
a new
priority.
parliament, but not now.
Yeah. 2 new parks. 2 new parks. You need 2 new park? We need 2 new parks?
What they need to do, my good friend, is to listen to me. The lands and King's House is wasting. The lands around Jamaica House is wasting. What they need to do, is build some massive government ministries on those properties and stop use taxpayer money to pay rent for their friends and cronies. The People's National Party bought one old asbestos building downtown Kingston where the old Jamal was. Right now it's raising pigeons and doves to export. Because only pigeons and doves live in there, spear bird live in there.
Yep.
They use UDC, use taxpayers' money to buy that building. And nobody know that building.
Yep.
What is going on in this country with these two bloody gangs? These two gangs in this country.
Jeffrey, this is why never in the history of Jamaica, based on my recollection, based on yours, and I was on Conrad O'Brien's radio station this morning,
yes.
And he himself said he has never seen Jamaicans put out a petition as I have done in this manner.
Exactly. True.
So nobody, it is, and I mean, it's quite alarming that we have never had any citizen who decides to challenge the government this way. And this is why so many Jamaicans are going after this petition in wanting to sign it, because it's time for accountability. Jamaicans are excited to finally find somebody who can stand up to the government of Jamaica. A lot of people come with them threats. Boy, be careful. Yo, you're going up again. Let me tell you something. I don't know about anybody. I am ready to die for my country, if that's what it takes. But I'm not talking about death. I'm speaking about life. Life.
Marvin, I don't know about you, But me not give up my life for the Jamaican people. They're too ungrateful. Jamaicans are too ungrateful. They will set up if they kill you.
Yeah, man. But Jeffrey, to be honest,
hold on. Let me say this to you. We need to stand up for the country. I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you. We need to, because if nobody else will, if nobody's not doing, who will do it? So what you're doing, Marvin, is something that you need to be applauded for. And
thank you.
People of this country must rally around, as I said before in my open commentary. We must rally around a single cause and a single purpose. Rally around the Magnitsky Act. Rally around the petition that you're doing. Jamaicans must get justice in this country. Too many of our sons and daughters are being unalived by the security forces of this country. Too many corruption and nepotism and cronyism of poor people money. And when donor countries like the Cayman Islands, our sister country, carry money come out, they can't give it for help with the poor people. No money, so the money disappear too. And now they can't hear. They don't sue this and sue that and sue this and sue that. Well, bring it on.
I think the first report that had come out some years ago was that 2 years ago was that over $3 trillion is missing. I think missing was the first word that was used, and these politicians decided that no, and they decided that they're gonna go at it, and you must change the word. They demanded JAMP, Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal. They demanded that they change the word. Change the word.
I told Jeanette Carl if it was me, I would never change it.
Change the word from missing to accounted to unaccounted.
I told the phone of JAMP that I would have never change it.
And where are the receipts? Where are the receipts?
Stole poor people money. You see, when they stole, they thief $1.4 billion to buy some old dilapidated school buses from the United States.
Yep.
And until now, some of the buses don't come. And $600 and something million are accountable for.
Yep. And Darrell Vaz is still there. As a matter of fact, you need to ask a question. How is it that Darrell Vaz they came in the parliament and told the Jamaican people that it was going to cost $350 million to actually restore power on the island. And they demanded $150 million from Jamaica. And we took up the catastrophe bond that was earmarked for the people, gave it to JPS, and up until today, JPS cannot account. JPS can't find for them 250. For them 200.
Hello, Marvin.
JPS can't find for them 200 million.
Marvin.
But you lied to the people, and that's an act of treason.
Marvin.
It's an act of treason.
What you not fail to understand, you know? You see, when successive government want money for rob, they create some ministries.
Yes.
You see? They create ministry of drunk, bro. They pick up poor people when we're dead and Nyamwe. They create ministry of
good.
Jeffrey behave yourself tonight. They create ministry to rob poor people in this country. Until now, the Prime Minister of this country has not spoken to the people of this country about the old dilapidated school buses.
Yeah.
But the Jamaican people who live in the United States.
Yeah.
We know what happened.
Yes.
And that is why the people of Jamaica who live in the United States must contact their congressmen, their congresswomen, and their senators. It cannot continue to happen. For people money going down the drain for far too long. And the full time, the time has come for all of us now.
Yes.
To stand up.
Yes. It would have been nice to hear from a U.S. official on the matter, because the United States name is being called. This is where the buses were purchased. And this is the allegation that we spent $1.4 billion for these buses from your country. Now, American, whoever is in charge of automobile and stuff, and or even their foreign minister needs to come and address the matter. Their minister, the Treasury Secretary need to speak on the matter, that there's nobody here in Jamaica, in America, who could have sold decommissioned buses to Jamaica for that money.
The question must be asked, though, Marvin. Jeffrey, did the city or the city? Yes, did the city of Miramar in the United States in Florida donate those school buses to the Jamaican government? Or did they sell it to the Jamaican government? That's the question we'll be asking.
And if sold, what was the cost? Where is the receipt? Where is the receipt?
Because based on what I have, based on what we collected, and when we see on one of the so-called VIN numbers, it was a flatbed truck and a water truck. And I've been asking this question from last year. I never saw a school bus turning a water truck. A flatbed truck.
Oh, God, a transformer.
And this minister, this rude and obnoxious minister of transportation, who believe that for him money in a spend when it's taxpayers' money.
Yes.
Damn out about and rude.
The next time we pull up on politicians in Jamaica, it must be myself and other authorities from outside of Jamaica. We're talking about persons from the United Nations Council and others to arrest these bastards. It is very disheartening to know how hard the Jamaican people have been working, have been putting their taxes. They keep imposing new taxes on the people. The salaries are below what any human being should be working. This is even not. I don't even think slaves were getting them the kind of money they. Who were the little slaves, and when I get one little stipend for whatever they do, I think slaves are getting more money than what these people are getting, because it cannot work. Jeffrey, the money that the people might get down, they can't work, it can't buy nothing, it can't do nothing. But Jamaicans are living off miracle.
Marvin, don't move. We have attorney at law, the lovely Michelle Fanger is here. Look how she look beautiful. My Lord have mercy. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Anyway. Marvin, don't move. Let us get Miss Fanger in to speak to us about immigration for a bit.
Yes.
Welcome to the program, Her Excellency.
Thank you for that. Thanks for the invite. I'm glad to be here with you guys.
Please
Thank
talk.
you.
Immigration.
Please talk to us about your company and so forth. But before you do that, I want to play this video that you sent to me here, where people who wishes to retain Fanger law firm, they can get a discount. Listen to this.
Hi, this is Michelle Fanger from the Fanger Law Firm. I'm excited to announce that for the month of June, we'll be having a discount on our consultation fee. For the month of June, our consultation fee will be $150. If you want to get information on your case, to have an attorney review your case, you could give us a call to do a consultation. Our contact number is 904-480-6612.
Just to let everybody know, as of today, Monday, we're gonna have a program named Mek Wi Talk Immigration. We had one named Mek Wi Talk Transport. We're gonna have one named Mek Wi Talk Immigration, because a lot of people are asking questions about the new immigration laws and immigration rules here in the United States. Michelle, tell us who you are, where you're from. As I would say, what they would say in Jamaica, who are your mama and papa? In other words, where in Jamaica are you from? That's what I mean.
Okay, all right. I don't really like talking about myself, but let's go. I am from the wonderful upper class area called Hague, located in Trelawney.
Wow.
All right. A lot of people don't know that.
Yes.
But yeah, that's where I'm from, Trelawney. I went to the wonderful high school called Westwood High School,
Yes.
also located in Trelawney. And from there, I went to New York, where I attended college, and then I'm now in Florida, where I practice law in Florida.
Yes.
With immigration, I do practice immigration, but I represent individuals all over. Majority of my clients are family related, but I also do individuals who have extraordinary skills, like athletes, entertainers, professors who want to get their green card. And also for individuals who are abuse victims, it is called a VAWA case. So, because a lot of people assume that if they do get married, no matter what they're going through, they have to stay in those marriages. But there's an option for you where you don't have to stay in that marriage if you are abused. Abuse is not just simply saying, oh, the party yelled at me. It has to be more than that, which, you'd have to do an analysis of it, because immigration is currently looking more in depth at these petitions for VAWA, because they believe it's fraudulent on a lot of levels.
So hold on there for me, Michelle. What do you consider abuse, though?
Well, abuse has to be extreme in that it's not only like telling somebody they're ugly, but if it's consistently where they are telling you you're ugly, you're nothing, it has to be a consistent thing. You can't say, oh, one time the person told me, so yes, I'm abused. You can't say, all right, you could be financially abused if, say, you're working and the person is spending all the money. You don't have access to the money, but you have to show a pattern of behavior. And also, you have the psychological. I say they could say things to you. They could physically. A lot of people think that it has to be physical. It doesn't have to be. It could be different type of abuse. But you just have to establish your case that you are being abused. And the administration, with the changes, have taken a deeper look at the VAWA cases, because they realize a lot of individuals are filing these petitions. That is why you have to work with somebody that is reputable and understand what is needed and required before submitting an application. Because a new change is that if you submit an application right now, it's denied, you're automatically sent to deportation.
So hold on, if you have a case in and it's denied, you're automatically sent to deportation. You're going to end up deporting you by doing that?
Yeah, you get a notice to appear. That is a new stance by the by USCIS, the government. Being sent to deportation does not mean that you will be deported. As you know, that is another option for a state to stay in the United States. You have a lot of defenses. You could ask for a defense for them to cancel deportation because you have been here for an extended period of time, say for instance 7 years, you've paid taxes, you haven't committed any serious crimes. So you could ask for that. If you have had a green card and say for instance your deportation for it, you could also ask for them to cancel deportation. You could also file your VAWA claim in detention. And they have other options for you because like I forgot it, Marvin mentioned earlier, a lot of people are working. I know I was talking about Jamaica, but here you do have it where people come here working for people, they're underpaid, overworked. That is a no-no under the government. But you do have an option to get your green card through that avenue if you can establish that that's happening to you, where it's called a T visa.
So explain to us what you mean by underpaid and overworked, and
That's
explain.
how. Sorry to cut you. Not throwing anybody under the bus, but that's how some people come here working in home care for people. They have them working around the clock and they pay them $100. You can't do that. They get no breaks. They're telling them that they can't take time off. You cannot do that. Like people work in restaurants.
Right.
They are working, and getting paid little or nothing. So that's an option for people to get a green card if you feel like this is taking place with your employer, because they know nobody should be abusing anybody. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. Immigration is also set up to protect immigrants, right? There are avenues for you. It's just that you have to seek out these avenues. Also, if a crime occurred against you, you're able to get a green card. It's called a U visa. So the crime could be just similar to the overworked. Also, if you're robbed, a crime was committed against you, you could, and you assist law enforcement, you are able to get a green card to that avenue. Right? So there are several avenues that people are not aware of.
I know Marvin may have a question, but can you talk to us about the new immigration policies in now, that the Trump administration has in now?
Okay, so one of the major thing that came out, and I told people that, listen, just give it 2 weeks, because the administration do make statements, and I know like when they really review the law, they see that that's not the case. Because the thing is that this administration is taking a stance that they are going to enforce immigration law. Most of the things that are happening right now are not new. Because like if you've been practicing immigration for years, you know that these things were happening. People who overstayed automatically sometimes were denied certain benefits and were told to leave the country. You have the adjustment of status. They did make changes to adjustment of status, because usually back in the day, you'd have to leave and go back, file a waiver and go back so you could come back in. But now what Amazon is saying that a lot of people, and I think it's just to put the fear in people who might come here to overstay or on student visa that wants to change their status. They stated that, listen, you might not be able to adjust here. You will have to go back to do consulate processing, meaning you'll have to leave. But the big thing with that is that if you do leave and you overstay, you are barred from coming back. So that to me what didn't make sense. But they did say in that same notice that it is discretionary on the officer based on extraordinary circumstances. They didn't define the extraordinary circumstances as to why someone would be allowed to stay here. But they did say it's up to the officer. But they did make a turnaround because they see the big outcry, which is always good, people outcry. And they made a turnaround and said, no, they're not going to really enforce that and mean everybody have to go home to do their consulate process. So that's a good thing.
So hold on there. What you're saying, that they reviewed the entire thing and saying that those who apply for green card don't have to go back home?
Yeah, not everyone. No,
they can stay here.
People. Yeah, they could stay here. But some people are always barred from adjusting here.
Oh, okay.
Like usually some people who came through the border.
Yes.
And if you're not military, you weren't able to adjust. So those people still will have issues. If you had a J1, meaning people who come here to work on the J1 program, like teachers, other workers, and they didn't get the waiver for the J1, you cannot adjust here. So that's still the same, so it's a good thing. But one of the things is that before you go, I've had cases approved since the notice. I've had other attorneys that I know have cases been approved since. So it's nothing to be very fearful of. But what I want people to know is that before you even consider going to an interview, work with an attorney or have an attorney go over your case to see. I'm not saying a document preparer, because these document preparers can only prepare documents. They shouldn't be providing legal advice. They will say we don't do it, but I've listening on a lot and they are giving legal advice. So, but you need to talk to an actual attorney who understands, because they could direct you as to what to do. Because one of the major things you want to establish when you come into the country, if you're going to change status, say for instance, you came in to visit, but then you came in to visit, your intent was to visit and leave, but you met somebody, fell in love, you decide not to go home. That is perfectly fine. But you have to make sure the officer understands that you did not intend to stay in the US.
So how do you do that?
Well, that's where you go and talk to an attorney. You could call me 904-480-6612, where we could get, like gauge you, figure out what happened, and then help you to prepare for your interview.
Michelle, you have a question to answer? Marvin?
No, she actually answered the one I had because regarding the new notice that came out recently, and I was just here thinking about the fact that over 120 odd persons, I understand, died of a heart attack from that announcement. Now, for you to come, yeah, it's out there. For you to come and now say that it is not as severe as one would have thought. These people are already dead. We can't go whisper in the ear and say, "Oi, you're not really have to dead," because it is not serious.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like that's what I always say, be careful where you get your information.
Yes.
Because some people are just doing it to gain clients and they have this fear in you and they're like, oh, let me just do it right now.
Yes.
But I always tell people to remain calm, because that's my thing. I always try to tell people remain calm. Usually when something happens this quickly, you see a turn or a change by the administration. Be like, oh, we're not focusing. But that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to put the fear in you that you don't want to overstay. You want to go. Because I've had people reach out to me and said, do you think I should go home? And I'm like, why would you go home? If you go home, you're barred from coming back. You will never come back. Do you want to give up that opportunity? So I said, no, if you have a case, sort out your case here, figure it out before you decide to leave. So I try not to put the fear of God in people. And I do see them, because sometimes I see like I'm on TikTok and I'm like, oh, Lord. And then some people say, oh, I went to an interview and this happened, da, da, da. But everybody's case is different. And oftentimes I think they're exaggerating, because oftentimes I think those things don't happen. But people have to be just mindful. And what I want to add, for any updated information you want from USCIS, you need to go on the uscis.gov website or the Department of State website. That's where they put out the information, or the White House website. So go there, read for yourself, or you could reach out to an attorney that knows what's happening, who can tell you. Because oftentimes when some things come out immediately, I always tell people, no, listen, I have to go review it before I could say anything. So I get back to you.
For those who are just joining us, we're talking to Michelle Fanger from the Fanger Law Firm. Am I pronouncing your name correctly, ma'am?
Fanger, yes.
Fanger. Oh, God, I get it this time, Marvin. For those who need immigration assistance, she is a well-known attorney. She's a very brilliant young lady. She hailed from the parish of Trelawney, the Yam parish.
Uptown, too.
The Uptown area, oh Lord, the people of the Vumbavon, the Vumbavine, up in the car, yeah. But on a very serious note, if you need a good lawyer, immigration lawyer, to petition your case, to get some legal advice, get in contact with her. Your number is
904-480-6612. And I also want to add that I do family for Florida. So I do divorce cases and child support cases and custody time sharing cases.
I want to play a video here before I ask Michelle the next question. I'm going to ask her another question pertaining to the whole immigration thing. But listen to this, people.
Hi, this is Michelle Fanger from the Fanger Law Firm. I'm excited to announce that for the month of June, we'll be having a discount on our consultation fee. For the month of June, our consultation fee will be $150. If you want to get information on your case, to have an attorney review your case, you could give us a call to do a consultation. Our contact number is 904-480-6612.
There you have it. If you need an attorney, now grab onto it, because the fee gone down to nothing. 100 and how much again, ma'am?
50.
150 US. You
Yes.
see, it drop off must be about 3. She drop off must be 3. You trade the Benjamin
Not
come off.
that bad. It was 250. Don't make people get scared and think after June.
No, I'm just kidding. No. No. She no, honest, on the first note, she's not expensive. She's a very good lady. She's not expensive. So if you need attorney at law, if you need an attorney, an immigration lawyer, she can be the good person to go to. And her number is
904-480-6612.
There
And
you
I'm
go.
on TikTok at Fanger Law. My name, Fanger Law.
Yeah.
I'm
And
on
every Monday night should be on this program. Every single Monday night should be on this program. As long as I have breath and I can come on, she'll be on the program. If I can't come on, then she's gonna host the program. Anyway,
Okay.
she
I don't mind.
there you go. She used to host a program on Facebook, and believe it, it was a lovely program.
Conversation live.
Yes, it was a lovely program. We used to love that program on Saturday morning. Michelle, for
Oh.
a person who has say I have a child back home in Jamaica. Oh Lord. Hold on for me. Somebody want to ask question, you know. Good night, Mek Wi Talk. We're talking immigration tonight. Good night. Miss P.
Hello.
Hi, Miss P. Good night. We're talking immigration tonight. Go ahead.
Yeah, good night. I want to answer. It's not about immigration. Good evening, Mr. Edgar. Good evening, Miss Fanger.
Good
Miss
evening.
Michelle. Look here. I have a situation. Just asking. My father died in the state of Florida from 2005. And we didn't get to. We have some money we collect. Is it too late for us to start the process?
When did you say he died?
The
What year?
17th of October 2005, and that a tragic
it's not too late.
circumstances.
No, it's not too late. You could do a probate.
But because at the time, 20, I didn't have the knowledge like what I have now, and I didn't have Jeffrey and Rattigan them in my corner to teach me. So I just come up the other day and I said, I gotta ask, and you're so blessed to be here. So I would like to talk to you off the year or whatever.
Yeah, I don't handle probate cases, but I could definitely make a referral. I wouldn't want to mess up your case. But I do a little like for clients, but I don't handle it like, But you can still file your probate case, open up probate, because you do have to establish who is the representative of the estate, so they know who to pay out and who's responsible. But you could start off by filing. Actually, if you don't want to use an attorney, you could go to the courthouse. Which area of Florida are you?
No, she's in Jamaica, but she has her dad died in
I'm in Jamaica, but he was in Broward, B-R-O-W-R-D, Broward County.
Broward County.
Okay, Broward County.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could go online.
It was on the news. Then it was a big thing. I was coming from work, park his vehicle, and a truck drive over him and squash it.
Oh, so it's okay. So that is also a personal injury case.
Yes.
Did he have an attorney?
So let me ask this question, though, Miss P. Do you have someone up here looking over this case for you?
No, if you retreat, you Jeffrey as somebody. I don't have nobody.
Okay, I could.
What would I talk of you? I can't talk everything over
Hold
here.
on, Miss P. Let Michelle speak to you. Go ahead, Michelle.
I could send Mr. Chavez a personal injury attorney for you to talk to. I think she does free consultation for the first call. She's also a Jamaican.
Yeah.
I could give you her number.
We can get it off here, Michelle.
Yeah, I give you off the ear, so you could reach out to her.
You can't give it to Jeffrey. And anything you give Jeffrey, we'll get you.
Because that's a personal injury matter, because they definitely have to go to probate, because they're going to want to know who to pay out the money.
Okay. Miss P. He has nobody here in the States? He has nobody here in Broward County?
No, it's a long story. What happened? I didn't know him like that, But he's my father. He was coming to look for me in December. But he knows my
so he has
brother.
He has any kids up here?
No, he have one, getting name, wild man not getting name. So meet meet them.
Okay.
However, I was the person who me go to one lawyer and the lawyer send me to one justice of the peace. So they call me, they call him and they pay the man. And he power of attorney, yes, power of attorney. And me pay the money to pay him and he send the document from me to the mortuary to release the body to Jamaica.
So
Yeah, power of
the body
attorney.
came out?
Yeah, the body came out and we buried him. But there was some money left there
Alright,
for us to get.
hold on, Miss Speed. Let's not talk about that on air. What we're gonna do as soon as Miss Michelle come off air, we're gonna get the number for you, and we can we can do to assist you. Now I got promise because I not have what they call it now, law degree.
I really know I mess up that case because as you see, a lot going on. Cause you're gonna have to prove it.
So she's gonna hand you over to somebody else. So we can talk about that after Miss Speed.
All right.
I'm gonna text him the number.
Big up yourself, Marvin. Big up yourself.
Thank you.
Big up yourself. I'm in your corner.
All right.
Thank you. All right, Miss Speed.
Yes.
For those who have any questions for Michelle Fanger, you can call 954-529-8030. That's the Mek Wi Talk number, 954-529-8030. If you have a question for her pertaining to immigration, 954-529-8030. That's the number to call. It's also a WhatsApp number. Those who live in Jamaica, you can also call this number, 954-529-8030. She can take a case up for you. All you have to do is send her the money through Western Union.
Or Zelle. I can send you a link for payment.
There you go. So, Michelle, my question to you now is this. If you are living here in the United States and you have a daughter in Jamaica who is, say, 5 years old, and your wife is an American citizen, but your wife filed for you, but you did not put your daughter on that filing, what can happen?
What do you mean what can happen? You have to file for your daughter.
But
you have to file a petition.
But suppose at the time you didn't put the child on it. You still can file.
Okay, so is the stepmother willing to do the application for her now?
I don't know. I'm just asking a question. I'm not picking.
Well, that's why sometimes consultation is very important. Because these are things that needs to be asked before I could give an answer. But let me give a general answer.
Yeah.
So the stepmother, if she's inclined, could petition for the child. Because the child is 5, as long as you're married before the child turned 18, there's a step-parent relationship.
Okay.
So she could step in. If the step-parent, which I've had a lot of times say they're not doing it, figure it out yourself, then once you get your green card, you can petition for your child.
You can petition for them?
Yeah, once you have your green card, not the conditional, the actual 10-year green card. And what I say, you could do it with a 10-year, and then you could petition to become a citizen. And once you become a citizen, you update USCIS and say, listen, I'm a citizen, fast track my application, and they will.
Okay. Another question for you. If for instance, saying that you are Lord have mercy, I forgot the question.
It will come to you.
All right. No, tell us some more about a person who is married to an American citizen, or the person living in Jamaica, and the person has a US visa, and the person travel. Can the person still stay in the United States and get through with everything and have to go back to Jamaica?
Well, I have to give you the legal response. They'll have to leave. You cannot come to the US with the intent at the time to get married. Right? That is what they're trying to prevent. They look at your intent. So if you're coming here on a student visa, you're supposed to go to school. If you're coming here on a visitor's visa, you're supposed to work and go back. I mean, visit and go back. Work visa, you work and you go back. But the exception is, if after you come in to visit your girlfriend or your wife and you say, listen, honey, I love you too much. I don't want to be away from you. And
Lord, and the heart going to boom.
Exactly. But so let me stay. Then you can do that. Because they look at your intent at the time you land in the US. But you can always change your mind. Because it's human to change your mind.
Talk to us some more about the legal ramification if a person, for instance, saying that you have a visitor's visa and you come up here and you work on a visitor's visa and you decide to stay. What is the ramification for that?
Well, it's illegal for you to come on a visitor's visa and work. And that's not the thing they catch with people, because they have these text messages telling people, oh, they come this time, and then they're doing it in code. And when, like when they come at the border, they could look at your phone and say, hand me your phone. And then they really look at all these messages, and then they say, you know what, you have to go back and you're barred because you cannot come on a visitor's visa and work. All right. So then that will preclude you from adjusting. The only thing is that if after you come here, you get married to a US citizen, they don't usually penalize you for working without authorization. But what I could say to people, because I've had this a lot, where especially teachers, other people coming up for summer, or they come in and they say they're staying with somebody, they go babysit. That's a no-no. Babysitting is a no-no. Coming to work in your cousin's rest business or whatever is a no-no. And they do, and at any point, could take your phone and devices and look and read the correspondence. And I don't know why people I know people love to text because it's the easiest way. But sometimes they monitor your texts and they monitor your social media.
We're going to ask about that. We're going to ask about the social media thing. What are they monitoring in social media? What are you saying about the country, or what are you saying about yourself, or what? What are they monitoring?
Okay, one, the major thing is your country, but they've always been monitoring social media. But if you are posting anything, say for instance, you're married, right? But you have some girlfriend or somebody else, and you're posting this person and going all over, they will pull that information when you go to your interview. They say, listen, who is this person? Or you say you live in Jacksonville, but you're still in Michigan. They pull it up and say, because they have the time and the resources now. It's not back in the day when they were swamped, lack resources, so they kind of go through cases. Now they have the time. And the administration stated a month ago that they need to do a detailed background check, especially for those who are doing the I-485 adjustment and work permit. So people are seeing a longer delay because they will get the I-130 approved, but not the I-485.
What is the I-485?
The I-485 is adjustment of status.
Okay.
So the administration has stated that no case should be approved, or citizenship also included, work permits, until a thorough secondary background check is done. So this is what they have the resources to do, a thorough check. Even though I had a client the other day, they went to her house to go into the community to talk to the neighbors, go to your work, and talk. So people have to be very mindful. As I say to my clients, you don't have to be active right now on social media telling everybody. I know everybody wants the world to know what they're doing, but you don't have to be doing that, especially if you're going through the process right now. Because I do ask you for your social media handles to provide, and they are checking them.
Then suppose a person who is on social media laboring them out like a Marvin and a Jeffrey.
Yeah, they'll look at that.
And what would they do?
Deny you.
Why? You're not talking about their country. You're not talking about their country. You're talking about Jamaica.
Oh, Jamaica different. But if you're talking about the US and what the administration is doing, that is their issue. But if you're talking about Jamaica, they don't care about that. So they just care about what you're talking about and against the administration and the position that they're holding.
Also, if you're on social media talking about the 49 bandits in Jamaica or the 69 bandits in Jamaica, they're not busy with that.
No, they only care about what is happening. Like, say, for instance, not to shut down your show, like what's happening currently with the US. They prefer you not comment on it. The policies that they're having right now, they prefer you not comment on it. But they'll use it against you.
I say, Jeffrey.
Yes, serious times with that.
Marvin, that is why I spoke to you off here about certain things.
Yeah, but I mean, although you've said it, Jeffrey, I am one guy where I'm
No,
not.
no,
I'm not.
Marvin. Let's not go down the road here. Let's not go down that road. Zip it. Let's not go down that road. Please. And
Yeah, so
attorney law is
people,
here speaking to us. Let's zip it alone. Leave it alone. Let's not go
Big
down
up
that road,
yourself.
Marvin.
Big up yourself, Miss Fanger. It is.
thank you. It's nice meeting you. I have to find you on social media.
Yes, I'm definitely gonna
He,
speak to you off air.
he has 100 and something thousand people on TikTok in a Michelle.
Hmm?
Yes.
You're looking
So
rough.
what you need to do is get him on your show on TikTok.
Not true.
You're trying
I
to
used to.
bring over the people
I
to you.
used. I used to reside in Miramar also.
Oh,
Back in
you
the
did?
COVID period. Yes. I'm familiar with a few of the Jamaican attorneys there.
Yeah, that's South
Um.
Florida. I don't go down there. Well,
Oh.
only for I
Okay.
wanted to move there, but still deciding.
Michelle, my thing to you now, Michelle. If we are, for instance, saying that a wife and a husband, they're married in good grace and everything, and
Mhm.
that's that the wife decides, you know, it's true. Me no report it to immigration on the grounds that you may not, you may hit the person then, by word speaking. Can
Hit
that,
the person.
in other words, you back on your man?
You cannot do that. It's not your child. Not even if it's your child, you can't put your hand on people.
No, but
Control yourself.
what I'm saying to you, you have Jamaicans and other people will do that.
I know. And
but
they
I'm
need to
asking,
control themselves.
but I'm asking you this question: if that is the case, what would immigration do to them?
That's not the biggest crime. No coming back. Domestic abuse.
Yes.
It's a no. So no need for controlling yourself.
No,
Yeah.
hello, no,
No
cause Jeff
matter
sitting
how
there.
people over, you know, like you act like you just something, you know, cause you take it
No,
on a radio show talking to everybody. Why you asking me to say?
no, Michelle, no. You should not know Jeffrey by now. Hey, not me.
Not easy. But no, like people, I keep telling my clients, walk away because it's different here. If you are charged with a domestic violence case,
Right.
that's the worst thing. There's no coming back really from that. And you will
Yeah.
be deported. You will lose all status. Control yourself and walk away. You know what I mean? And I know like
Yeah.
some Jamaican love style people and one like a Miss Lashy and they control yourself. You're gonna embarrass yourself. And even your words alone, if you're verbally assaulting and the person called, that's another thing too. So don't think like, oh, me just talk and we just all calm down and work it out. No, walk away. Walk away. Right? They need to stop this mentality.
Talk
Tell them horribly, I say.
Marvin, you should say what?
And
But they horrible. These Jamaican men, most of them.
I mean, it's. I mean, the truth. The truth is just the truth. I mean, they have been making the news since of late, a lot everywhere. But just there's still some great Jamaican men who are alive and well who have never ever raised a finger like yours truly. I'm 41. I'm divorced, and I'm a great man. Great man.
I am 52 and I've never done that in all my entire life.
Never.
That's commendable.
Never.
That is
Yeah, man.
commendable.
Let they call me a fool and soft and what. I prefer ball.
Not that I've experienced that, but I'm saying very commendable.
Yeah.
But it's just always heartbreaking to see the stories.
It
you
is.
know?
It is very heartbreaking. Very.
Yeah.
Very.
Why?
I don't know. Jamaica is rated second in the world for femicide, and it's quite alarming. And to know that these are issues that the very government of the country is not dealing with. When you can go out of your way as a government to wanting to give people life imprisonment for a water gun, I mean, like come on, you must can do something as it pertains to domestic violence or violent crimes against women to show these men that we're not playing. We are
Marvin,
demanding. Yes.
But Marvin, majority of those in the parliament, you know, who make laws in this country, you know, beat their wife for their concubines, you know.
I mean, we've seen that. George Wright. We saw what he did with the chair and his wife, and he's still in the parliament. The government of Jamaica still back him.
Hold on there for me. Hold on there for me, Marvin. Michelle, tell the listeners and viewers on the program, where are you located, your telephone number, your address, and so forth for the law firm.
Okay, so my law firm is in Jacksonville, but I mostly run a virtual law firm. So my actual practice is in Jacksonville, but I represent individuals all over. So you could contact me at 904-480-6612.
Take your time, get the number to Michelle, lad.
904-480-6612.
There
That's
you
what
go.
you should be running along down
But
there.
you didn't give it to me. Send WhatsApp it to me right now.
You have it. You just text me on it.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
no. That's not my person.
That's the personal number I have.
I personal number you want to know, me no want office number.
No.
Me follow you on TikTok all the time.
Okay.
I want to say good evening to those who are watching us. We're speaking to Michelle Fanger from the Fanger Law Firm.
Their name on TikTok. TikTok.
We are talking about immigration. Mek Wi Talk Immigration tonight. We're going to put up the number for you to call her. If you need an attorney, call this number. It's
904.
Hold on there for me. What on earth is going on here? Okay, it's 904 4480 6612 or 51.
No. That's the attorney for the lady.
Oh, okay.
The 516.
Okay.
Marvin, what's your name on TikTok?
It's Marvin. Marvin, as you type in Marvin, I say Marvin Littlefire. Little as in the Pato version. Likkle.
Oh, fire.
FYAH.
You know one like green shirt.
A very handsome chap. Yes, that's him.
Okay, I just followed you.
What make you stretch your handsome?
Handsome.
You know, ugly.
Ooh, say it again. Michelle, me have to link you.
No, but with that.
I have to go though because I have to get on my show. In 15 minutes, I'm gonna get myself prepared. It's a pleasure meeting you.
It was. I just followed you.
Yes, and just something I want to do for the first 3 persons on your program, Jeffrey, that actually wants to have consultation with Miss Fanger, I will be more than happy to pay the special fee for those 3 persons.
Yeah,
all right, because I do like. I mean, I know a lot of lawyers and stuff, and just listening to you, I like how you come across. You're very down to earth. You know your stuff. And you're a Jamaican. You're repping for our country. I respect that. So there are lots of Jamaicans. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So. Jeffrey. But I'm serious. I would like to do that for at least the first 3 or 5 persons. I'll be more than happy to pay the retainer from here. So those persons, and it's happy bit for the month of June, the 150 special. The 150 special. I'll be more than happy to do that. So yeah, we'll talk, Michelle. I'll connect with you. Yeah. Jeffrey, thank you. Appreciate it. And to your viewers, good evening. And let's stand together. Jamaica demands better. All right?
Tell us about the petition before you go.
The petition, we have now doubled the minimum requirement, which is I think we're about 31 or 32,000. Somewhere there about in terms of we have about another 29 days, I think, to go. Yeah, we're trying to see how close we can get to the 100,000 signatures. The minimum, as I said, the minimum requirement has already been hit. And it's just to show the world that this many Jamaicans are disgusted and want accountability. So going forward, it's just to sit and wait to see how many persons can actually get to the petition and sign it. And it's not that people are not trying. I understand that we're currently being shadow banned by whoever is in charge, just like they do with our TikTok page when they realize that you are getting too much publicity. I have 176,000 followers who all of them are aware of the petition. We would have easily hit 100,000 signatures long time, but they are being barred. They are being barred by whoever is controlling whatever.
Man, it's Marlon Morgan, you know. Maybe it's Marlon Morgan doing it.
Well,
Just when people lawsuit, you know.
I don't know, but at the end of the day, whatever their intent is, they have lost because we have already not only reached the minimum, but we have doubled it. And for the first in the history of Jamaica, we have more than 30,000 Jamaicans who are demanding answers from the government as it pertains to police brutality, extrajudicial killings, the lack of funding, and misappropriation of funds and stuff. All that we're asking for, and we need answers, and we need these persons to be held accountable. So that's what it's about. It's not about trying to overthrow the government. We have elected these people, and they are our employees, and they have every right to answer to us, the Jamaican people. We're demanding answers that have never been demanded by the Jamaican people in this particular format. So thanks to the persons who have been signing, thanks to all the influencers who have been pushing it. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Marvin, for coming on.
Thank you so much, Marvin.
I know you
Yeah,
want
man, it's a pleasure.
this program. I'm going to ask you to please bring Michelle on your program and she can get some more clients, okay?
You may never know. Maybe next time you see us, we're married. Who knows? You never know.
Hello. No, no matter with that. No matter with
Anything
that.
possible. What we know what God did.
Anything.
Right?
No, but hello, me personally, I love me married. I hope my wife's not here, you know. Me
Whatever
personally,
God desires, right?
hold on, Marvin. When the pastor say, if you have anything to say it for a whole life. He don't say, me don't say, me pastor. It can't work.
Oh my Lord. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. Good evening, everybody. Yes.
All right, Marvin. Thanks for coming on, my friend.
Yeah, man.
Yes. We're speaking to Michelle Fanger from the Fanger Law Firm, talking immigration tonight. We have about 2 more minutes leave. Michelle, talk to us about your law firm. Tell us about your law firm some more, the numbers and so forth, address, where are you located?
Well, I'm located in Jacksonville, Florida. That is where my actual office is, but I also have a virtual office, and I represent individuals all over the U.S. and the world. My contact number is 904-480-6612. Again, 904-480-6612. And my practice goes from family law for Florida, divorce cases, child support, time sharing, which is child custody, and also I handle for immigration. I do a variety of areas, family-based petitions, but also I do employment-based, and specifically to those who have extraordinary skills, like teachers, athletes, entertainers. And also I do represent individuals who are going through abuse cases, VAWA cases.
And for those who want an attorney, those who live in Jamaica, the number to call is 904-480-6612, 904-480-6612. You can get to speak to her. The consultation fee now is $100 and what?
$50. And Marvin stated that for the first 3 people who call for a consultation, he will be covering their consultation. So that is awesome. So you get to call in, basically a free consultation. So call in. My number is 904-480-6612.
But ma'am, never send the money first before you get the consultation, do you know?
Yeah, I know he's committed to it, and
the money has to come in first.
Yeah, he will pay.
Okay. Marvin, Michelle, it is a pleasure having you here on the Mek Wi Talk program. We're going to have it come next week, Monday again, Mek Wi Talk immigration. What we're going to do is talk some more in depth about other immigration issues that people may be facing. And I hope people may call into the program to speak to you, and also call in to get their consultation pertaining to their status or the adjustment of status, or just want an immigration lawyer to speak to.
Yeah.
Numbers are 904-480-6612. That's her office number. You can call 904-480-6612 to get to her. It is a pleasure having you in the program here this evening, ma'am.
It was a pleasure.
And
I enjoyed being here.
Same here. We're gonna start playing some ads on the program pertaining to Michelle. Even when she don't come on, we have some ads playing. I'm gonna continue playing this ad for her for the course of this week. As long as I'm gonna continue playing this
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Michelle, thanks so much for coming on. Say hello to your little son for me.
Yeah, I will. Have a good night.
Have a good night too, my dear. Bye-bye. There you have it, Michelle from the Fanger law firm who came on to speak to us. We're speaking about Alonda Turlong, who has said that he has earmarked some money to fix road in the Gregory Park area. I want to listen to this video here, this news item here.
Moving Member of Parliament for East Central St. Catherine, Alonda Turlong, is expressing disappointment with the National Works Agency NWA for not moving fast enough in repairing roadways across Portmore. Details in this report.
On Wednesday, scores of taxi operators who ply the Gregory Park route withdrew their services in protest against bad road conditions.
People them can't even get a turn off, because I want them with the low car, no turn off can't go on. As the boy struck out and them thing that they mash up back in our road. Look how them thing that big over there, sir.
Go ahead and watch the road with self father. It mash up back, we do it again, it mash up back. We need some assistance around them and it a causeway.
Member of Parliament for East Central St. Catherine, Alonda Turlong, says for the past 7 months he has been making representation. However, nothing has been done.
This is the worst that the roads across East Central have been in the last decade. Now, for the past 7 months, I've been making representations to the heads of the National Work Agency, pleading with them, begging them to fix the roads across East Central. You know, from you get to the from you get off the 95 going across Christian Penn, right there in front of the clinic, going across the Cedar Grove Academy, going across Newlands Main Road. I mean, listen, going down into Grange Lane, the roads have just been in a deplorable state for the past 7 months.
He told residents funds were diverted in response to Hurricane Melissa.
Of course, you know, as a government, we've had to divert more than $67 billion, you know, to fix the areas across Western Jamaica that were ravaged by hurricane.
Now tell me something now. I don't know who to believe in. The Member of Parliament for the area said that $67 billion was diverted to help with Hurricane Melissa. My question to the Member of Parliament tonight, you're saying to me that your constituency alone gets $67 billion? And because Hurricane Melissa come, the money gone to help with Hurricane Melissa? So hold on there now. You said the money gone to help with Hurricane Melissa. The Prime Minister is telling the Jamaican people that $67 billion is earmarked to be spent for Hurricane Melissa. Listen to this.
The government of Jamaica is projected to spend 67 billion Jamaican dollars on the hurricane relief.
You hear? The government of Jamaica is earmarked to spend $67 billion. The government of Jamaica is earmarked to spend $67 billion. But Alonda Turlong told TVJ News that $67 billion was diverted from Gregory Park to help Hurricane Melissa people. That's why Gregory Park Road not fixed yet. Father Jesus, how long shall these people continue lying to the people of this country? Huh? How long? Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Like up the live feed. Like up the live feed, people. Like, share, and subscribe to the Mek Wi Talk program. Regis Rattigan will be coming back on Wednesday. Regis Rattigan will be back on Wednesday. Jamaica's fearless leader. The man who hailed from Waterhouse. The man who continues speaking for the Jamaican people will be back on Wednesday. So get prepared for university on Wednesday. And on Saturday, from the campus of Rattigan University, live from the campus of Rattigan University this Saturday, he'll be back on. The Jamaican people must stand up, you know. They must stand up for this country we call home. Something not up here. One saying that $67 billion is earmarked. One saying that $67 billion has been taken from Gregory Park to fix road. Go back to the HURCN Melissa thing. So my question is this. How is it that his constituency alone gets $67 billion to fix road? Something not up here. For those who want to call into the program, it's 954-529-8030. 954-529-8030. If you want to call into the program to speak about issues in your area, 954-529-8030. That's the numbers to call into the program. There it is, 954-529-8030. It's also a WhatsApp number, 954-529-8030. Lord, in the promising people of Miss P, is what the place name? Scaretown or Scaretown? When you build Silicon Valley? And I know Silicon Valley can build. I know Silicon Valley can build. Lord help us. Lord, the long promise the people of Gregory Park. Wow, you know, I want to play a video here. The former mayor of Broward County in Florida, Dale Holness, is running for Congress. Here we go.
We can trust you, and we know that God is with you.
The only person who can do it for us is their Holiness. We love you. Bless us to pray. Let us do our best to make him in the office. In your name we pray. Amen.
We need people like him up in Congress.
Dale Holness has the perfect balance of the two. He is the right person to send to Congress. He is a true representative of this community.
We have amazing teams for an amazing future, so let's make it happen.
So for those who lives in Florida, in Broward County, go out and support Dale Holness for Congress. That's Dale Holness for Congress District 20. Support Dale Holness for U.S. Congress District 20. He is the man for the job. Dale Holness for Congress District 20. Go out and support him. Good night, Miss P. Welcome back to the program. You're live.
Yes. Good night again.
Mm-hmm. Where you said the man the promise again? A Scaretown in promise Silicon Valley?
Clarkstown, yeah, Silicon Valley. And him gonna make Three Sisters Market a Orchards. And him gonna make STEM school.
Lord Jesus Christ.
Until now, nothing can make. Why may I tell you, Jeffrey? May I go through my trauma about why? Country really, I know me, I should say the country really gone. Look what Terry Lang put out. Him alone in get almost $1 billion for the film constituency and he divert. Every time they open their mouth, then just take with the idiot.
Yep.
And that hurt, these are the things that hurt me now. When you look, you have 3. Them are what? You have Cuthbert, Juliet Cuthbert.
Yes.
You have Johnson Smith. And one other one there. I cut down Nikisha Burton.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a thinking person, what Miss Burton said, you shouldn't have nothing to do. You have greater things to look about. What taxpayer pay on for taxpayer now pay on to tear down Nikisha Burton. Because when Nikisha Burton said, is the fact that woman run house. Jeffrey, you're a married man, and your wife run your house.
Of course, she run your house.
All you have to do is put on your supply where she have to do. And if he's a good husband, you help her sometimes with the chores or you cook good dinner.
No,
but a woman run out, a woman dies.
No help her sometimes. No help her. I help her all the time.
You're right. And you do chore, but a woman go to the supermarket and move it, cut and paste and make the money run.
Right, because
a woman.
I tell you something, you know, Miss P. I may not do the thing how she wants it to be done, you know. But at least I try.
Right. Thank you. But as she know if you spend the money. So if we share some Miss Pooh talk to like the picnic, yeah, because we are the mother, we talk the picnic, when I can't, that's supposed to don't boy. When I not the corner, didn't you hear say you should do that? Nothing is wrong with that when you come out for the woman and the most thing. And my God, when other person say Mrs. Wellness, use out our mouth anyway, garbage and this sleep. A PMP live there. Is that disrespectful to the Jamaican people? Whether you are PMP or you are Labour? Because everybody cannot be PMP and everybody won't be JLP. But when you become...
Let me tell you something, Miss P. Let me tell you something. The time Favour Williams, Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, and Camilla Johnson Smith no take off a speak about what Nikisha Burchell said. Until now, you don't hear those three women condemn the brutal unaliving of a Jamaican citizen by the police force. Until now, you didn't talk about the way how Buju was gunned down by the police.
As a woman, sometimes every country, but if the woman just imagine how Buju pity them feel. When if they put themselves in a space, how them feel. Right now, my son passed. Nobody no murder, I want a gunshot in get. But a part of my belly did not burn me. Especially as me I get the laughter as remember him. So what happened to the heart of this female? No, you are privileged to be in the House of Representatives. Good God, man. Represent properly, no, man.
Exactly.
Favour Williams. You know what hurt me about Miss Williams? She told us that her mom used to sell pudding or whatever underneath a tree at the school. That lady worked so hard and I don't get them a time there Ella Tapari Loya Miguel, and to send her beautiful daughter to school. And to sacrifice all those days, Miss Williams, to ensure that you stay in school and to probably get what she have never get. And you go to Harvard with not many children, many people.
Hold on, Miss P. Remember, we're going to say, I have to do this before you do it, going further. I want to say good night to Dr. Karen Dunkley, one of Jamaica's woman who continues speaking through to power. Good night to Dr. Karen Dunkley, OD. She is a Jamaican who continues speaking up for the poor class of Jamaicans, whether she is in Jamaica or not. Karen Dunkley is a human rights activist who continues speaking through to power for the poor class of Jamaicans. Doesn't matter where she's from. She remember her humble beginning in Jamaica in St. Elizabeth. I want to say good night to her and her husband tonight. Dr. Dunkley, good night to you, ma'am. Speak on.
Yeah, and I take this opportunity to say good night, Miss Dunkley, and to Miss Michelle Tolo and our team. Big up on yourself. And Miss Williams, tell us how our mom do to send her to school. She's so lucky, and she's so blessed, should say, to go to Harvard and be inspired to young ladies. And she has 2 or 1 beautiful daughters. And Miss Williams, you just take yourself because of money or greed or something and make some people in a parliament just to say you are a parliament here, talk down to you, angry you, and then you tell so much lie, and know for your heart and your conscience. So most of where you come out because you lie, and you have people now, Miss William, who can dissect you. People who have the knowledge like you, who went to the same school, who do the study like you, and know the figures the way I put no add up. And you continue to do it. And you have two lovely daughters at one. Well, one day those girls will be having children.
You know, Miss P, I don't blame favor of such, Minister Williams, Minister Williams have a permanent secretary who give her stuff to read and so forth, Is that really Minister Williams who does the day-to-day work in the Ministry of Finance, Her permanent secretary, Jeffrey Baber said, her permanent secretary, who the other person who write the speeches for her too, the budget speeches, not she, She may have an input in it.
Yes.
But they're the one who write the speeches.
Yes.
And I agree with
you.
That, I agree with you that she should review all those things before she come out and say anything.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. I give you a joke, and I joke a serious thing. I did it. And my child are going to school. And they have two girls, them pretty like money. Half Indian them, full of money. Me broke. So then when me do them schoolwork and them pay me. The time when they give 5 cents or 10 cents, Jeffrey, enough money, me do girl work and then get stick in them book. And then they give me money. Me say, all right, no worry. You see next day, I write some sit in a book. See like all the teacher put it upon it, we write out the book, we write some that is sitting. And so then carry it from the teacher go put it down on Dexy mark. When the teacher took up your hands them. And where they get this from? They can't talk. Can be writing whole heap of Jamaica clothes, And we teach if it doing because me plan to mash them up.
They can't read.
They cannot read, but they're full of money. If they could have read, they wouldn't care that go put it that make a toy. They wouldn't care that go put it in front of the teacher table. They are pick, can be bex you, can be broke, can be no lunch like how they have a lunch like that. Then I'm gonna spend it money, can get free lunch. And then get up is a whopping. And me get a rough up too. But when I get a bit, me get rough up. So with the knowledge of Miss Williams, you're supposed to read before you come out because it doesn't look good. History will not treat you well. And when you depart this life, you will be leaving grandchildren and your name will be called that and here so and so. You was the finance minister and this, that. Just like Rosa Parks, them name will never stop call until eternity. Marcus Gavian, all who gone before you, Eni Bennett and all everybody, make your name go down in the book as respectable and reputable person. How can in a hard time you coming from a humble beginning and you make a set of people just bring you down and you're not a hungry person, you're not broke, you're knowledgeable. It hurt me. Miss Williams and enough of them in the parliament is no comparison when it comes to education.
One person.
There's no comparison.
One person I know and is Julia Cuthbert Flynn. She's as dumb as a doorknob.
No, she have education for dash rebellion. And she out her mouth. Yeah. She passed, when I call you now, keep everything with dash rebellion. And she target her mouth and nobody asks her business.
Miss me herself.
When she was 19, and she target her mouth. Jeffrey, me na company station got that more years so. And she talking out her mouth. So when we at Jamaica and Jamaican people are sponsor him for road, that's why I never win a gold medal. Right now, no energy. And the other thing, if it costs bad than disrespect people and rob it credit. That's all, not more. And you come and disrespect people because of our politics. Eh? All them men, if it then on the politics, they're not no more, man. And you come on up on the young lady. You don't do those things. The lady talk and say, if he speak at the house, as what we understand, supposed to be balanced. And head down to Ray Charles, that grand. Can't you say Miss Polish is not a balanced person?
Exactly. Exactly.
Down to Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder. Can't you say she not balanced?
Miss P, I want to read something here that was just handed to me a while ago. As of May 31st, Jamaica's murder total stood at 221, a 23% decline compared with 288 killings reported during the corresponding period last year. According to the latest criminal statistics released by the Jamaica Constabulary Force, represent 67% murder than were reported during the same 5 months, the same first month period in 2025. A downward trend is continuing across the island. As of May 31st, Jamaica murder total stood at 221, a 23% decline compared with 288 killings reported during the corresponding period last year. How do they really calculate these things? 221 people were murdered in this country.
By who? That is the question.
They never say by who.
By who? By who? By the gunman them in a uniform or the one without uniform?
They never say who, Miss P. All I see here that was handed to me. As of May 31st, Jamaica's murder total stood at 222, a 23% decline compared with the 288 killings reported during the corresponding period last year, according to the latest criminal statistics released by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So, I don't know what they're talking about.
Well, it sounds good, but me learn to dissect and watch things. Last time me from January till now, I don't recall hearing what I call it, homicide. Homicide, like when people kill people and gunmen and whatever.
Yes.
Me not think me at 20. Me can't recall that. So me don't know where 200 this come from. So they have to tell you by who. That is it. And I want to take this opportunity to say to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, man and woman, all due respect. We love you. We cherish you. We respect you. But some of you are not playing by the book. When you become aggressive, disrespectful to seniors, to citizens, and for the good one them, we know that you are suffering because then take the one brush and paint everybody. We know that good police officers are out there who have done their job properly, and we take off our hats to you. But for those who jumpy and trigger happy and feel like the gun is your power, did you hear what the Prime Minister said? When you no go out, they go do no something more they on no one. You no need to cut down. Cut down. If criminal confront to no do or no have to do, we don't have a problem with that. But when you no have to take them out, let it be justifiable. The next thing, when citizens talk to you, or you talk to citizens, mighty God of Daniel, have some respect, especially when a young one. We don't know where they go out at Twickenham Park, or where no hear about, but you don't have no respect for nobody. And because of no behavior. No talk to big woman and big man. You no sit down with gun, you no sit down with nothing. One simple traffic offense or traffic stop. And I tell them when if it go and when not go, no stop it. Cause please remember, once a police, twice a civilian.
Yes, true.
And when you guys behave like that, you don't know people connection. You out there, you disrespect a man. Him have a son at the post too.
Hold on there,
And then
hold on a minute there. There's an item of news coming into us that I have to run here. This is Mek Wi Talk breaking news. An item of news just coming in. Transport Minister Darrell Vaz is to hold a press conference on Tuesday to release cabinet decision on the 16% fare increase due to operators of the public transport sector. The June 1st deadline was announced by the minister at a stakeholder meeting at the Halfway Tree Transport Center on May 18th. That's the news coming into us. Transport Minister Darrell Vaz is to hold a press conference on Tuesday, that's tomorrow, to release cabinet decision on the 16% fare increase due to operators of the public transport sector. That's those who are holding on to hear the fare increase. Minister Darrell Vaz will hold a press conference tomorrow from Jamaica House to release cabinet decision on the 16% fare increase due to public transport operators. But here we have it again. Minister Darrell Vaz is to hold a press conference on Tuesday to release cabinet decision on the 16% fare increase due to operators of the public transport sector. The June 1st deadline was announced by Minister Darrell Vaz at a stakeholder meeting at the Halfway Tree Transport Center on May 18th. The government approved a 35% fare increase in October 2023. However, only 19% was implemented. So there you have it. Members of the public transport sector, you hear the breaking news here on the Mek Wi Talk program that Darrell Vaz, Minister of Transportation, is to hold a press conference on Tuesday to release cabinet decision on the 16% fare increase due to operators of the public transport sector. The June 1st deadline was announced by Minister Darrell Vaz at a stakeholder meeting at the Halfway Tree Transport Sector on May 18th. The government approved a 35% increase in October 2023. However, only 19% was implemented. So hopefully, the members of the public transport sector will hear tomorrow if they will get the 16% increase. The Mek Wi Talk program will bring a live coverage of Darrell Vaz press conference tomorrow live from Jamaica House. Thus, there will be a live coverage of the Minister of Transportation press conference live from Jamaica House on the Mek Wi Talk program. The Mek Wi Talk News Center will bring that to you live. And also tomorrow, the Mek Wi Talk News Center will be coming to you live from the Parliament of Jamaica. Will the Speaker of the House of Representatives table the IC report tomorrow regarding to the licensing firearm department? We'll be bringing that to you live. But for those in the public transport sector, Mek Wi Talk will be coming to you live from Jamaica House tomorrow, where Transport Minister Darrell Vaz will hold a press conference on Tuesday to release cabinet decision on the 16% fare increase due to operators of the public transport sector. The June 1st deadline was announced by Minister Darrell Vaz at a stakeholder meeting of the Halfway Tree Transport Sector, Halfway Tree Transport Center rather, on May 18th. The government approved a 35% fare increase in October 2023. However, only 19% was implemented. So there you have it. There will be a live press conference tomorrow, right here in the Mek Wi Talk program. We'll bring it to you live from Jamaica House. Miss P?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Me there, man. Me there, me I listen. Sure.
Your
So you
take,
know, hear them, man.
your take on the whole 16% increase for bus and taxi operators?
Just like going give it, then tell the people them 18,500 and give them $1,000. I said thing. We don't expect nothing better from them. You gonna find some corners with grown and say snail around there, so snaking brown there, so.
Yes.
And with what's happening in the Middle East and all type of things.
So I want to know if my good friend Edgerton Newman and Lady James and my other good friend Steve Hessin and Dwight Moore and all of them, what is their take on this? There will be a live press conference tomorrow, live from Jamaica House on the Mek Wi Talk program, where Minister Darrell Vaz will release cabinet decision on the 16% fare increase due to operators of the public transport sector. The June 1st deadline was announced by Minister Darrell Vaz at a stakeholder meeting held at the Halfway Tree Transport Center on May 18th. The government approved a 35% increase in October 2023 of 19% was only implemented then. Will members of the public transport sector tomorrow hear if they will get a 16% increase due to them by the government of Jamaica? My take on it, I do not believe that the minister of any party, whether the PNP or the JLP, should be the one deciding the fare increase of transport operators. I believe that all of this should go back to the OUR. The OUR should be the one deciding the fare increase. The OUR is the one who decide utility increase in this country. The OUR is the one who decide if JPS must get a utility increase. The OUR decide if Water Commission must get a whatever increase. So why is it that members of the public transport sector must depend on the BS of a minister to give them a fare increase? Anyway, tomorrow we'll speak some more about that as the news coming into us now. This is Mek Wi Talk breaking news. Transport Minister Darrell Vaz is to hold a press conference tomorrow, Tuesday, to release cabinet decision on the 16% fare increase due to operators of the public transport sector. The June 1st deadline was announced by Minister Vaz at a stakeholders meeting at the Halfway Tree Transport Center on May 18th. The government approved a 35% increase in October 2023. However, only 19% was implemented. So there you have it. There will be a fare increase, hopefully. We don't know. Depends on what Minister Vaz is going to tell members of the public transport sector. I know he's going to, anyway, I hope he doesn't play any trick on them, you know. Because he loves to play trick on people, you know.
I'm afraid to give them a plate of food again. The last time they said them out meeting, most of them come with a big plate of food and them an argument done.
I wonder if my good friend Edgerton Newman will come on the program tonight and tell me what he thinks about the fare increase. I must call Edge. Miss me, call her back.
Okay.
I'm gonna call her back. I can call Edgy here. Mr. Newman, answer your phone when I call, you know. So let's see if I can get your comment on this. Will Darrell Vaz give the public transport sector a fare increase? Let's see if we can get a hold of Mr. Edgerton Newman, president of the public transport sector. I mean, if he's having a cup of brandy tonight, maybe he won't answer. Edgy. You may not answer the phone at all tonight, you know. Let's see if I can get a whole of Stevens in there. Well, not getting through tonight. Nobody answering because I don't think they want to answer to see if Minister Vaz will truly give them a fair increase. Well, there you have it. There will be a press conference tomorrow. We'll bring it to you live. Well, this is where we're gonna say so long from here. Steve?
Steve from 4 o'clock, Georgia.
Steve?
Yes, boss.
You're live on air. Tell us, you think you're gonna get a fair increase tomorrow?
Okay, good night. We're looking out for it. And we're supposed to get it, but with this minister, who is Minister of Transport, we can't put the pot on fire for this man. So we just have to sit back and look, and then after tomorrow, we know what to do from then. You understand?
So let me ask you a question. You think the minister will give a fair increase tomorrow?
And I say, I don't think so. I'm going to announce it when we're going to get it. I don't believe tomorrow. But maybe him announce it September morning or sometime.
So why?
So we just have to sit and look when I'm going to announce it.
Oh. Well, let's hope and see tomorrow. I'll be bringing it to you live from Jamaica House tomorrow.
Yes, let us see. I'm having a meeting tomorrow to up 9 o'clock up by from PTCJ, something like that.
PBCJ?
Yeah, something like that. I'm having a meeting there tomorrow with some president and some taxi person.
Oh. All of these meetings, is it going to bring some fruit to the members of the public transport sector, Mr. Hessin?
I can say, from my point of view, no, because 3, 4, 5 years ago, every week them having meeting, every month them have this JLP steering committee meeting.
JLP?
And nothing come over it.
JLP steering committee meeting, I don't understand what you mean.
There is a committee for the PPV sector, but it's a JLP thing because 95% person on it is JLP. So I call it the JLP steering committee.
Oh. Oh,
so
Lord.
let us sit and watch tomorrow and hear what is the
outcome.
End of the year.
Yes.
Yeah, let us see what is the outcome of it.
All right, my good friend Steve Hessin there from the public transport sector. We have been trying to call Edgerton Newman, but he doesn't answer his phone. So I got a hold of Mr. Hessin. I want to say thank you very much, Steve, for coming on.
Okay, thanks, Jeff.
All right, man. Cool. As a member of the public transport sector there will be a press conference tomorrow, live from Jamaica House. The Minister of Transportation, Darrell Vaz, will announce tomorrow if the members of the public transport sector will get a fair increase. There have been a fatal crash on the Rose Hall main road in St. James earlier on this evening. I can't show you this video. It is not looking good. A major crash involving a tractor or a front-end loader and the highest minibus. This don't look good at all. Oh my God. This don't look good at all. Fatal crash on Rose Hall main road in St. James, Montego Bay, St. James. I don't know how many people died in that one, but let me see if I can figure out how many people died in that. It doesn't look good at all. Don't look good at all. Too much of our people are dying on the streets of Jamaica. Too much. And, you know, something must be done. Too much of our people are dying on the streets, man. Too much. The Gleaner is reporting a deadly crash along Rose Hall Main Road in St. James. That's what the Gleaner is reporting this evening. A deadly crash along the Rose Hall Main Road in St. James. Don't look good at all. Don't look good. As we end the program tonight, let me see how much they said. At least one person was killed in a severe, not severe, in a several motor vehicle accident along the Rose Hall Main Road in St. James. The deceased was identified by the police as 22-year-old Basil Wallace. Wow, this, about an hour ago, this was released. This don't look good at all. And you see so many people on the ground laying down and so forth. I don't want to put this on my my YouTube channel because YouTube may block the channel, so I can't do this. But what I'm seeing here from the Gleaner, the Jamaica Gleaner, is, you know, one of those front-end loaders. They call it tractor-vator in Jamaica. It seems that the highest bus collided with it. Oh my God. Whether they were driving fast, I don't know. Or what happened, I don't know. But at least one person is dead this evening in a motor vehicle accident along the Rose Hall Main Road in Montego Bay, St. James, Jamaica. So there we have it. End the program with such sad note tonight, but
Francis,
that is how it's going to happen. Don't look good at all. And also,
a Jamaican-born man residing in Florida has been arrested following the fatal stabbing of his wife at an Airbnb property in Esher, Hanover, late Sunday night. The couple was reportedly on vacation with their 2-month-old baby. And the St. James police are investigating the death of a 3-year-old girl who was taken to the Cornwall Regional Hospital last night with multiple injuries. The child was pronounced dead on arrival. The bodies of a businessman and a suspected robber were discovered at a business establishment in the Glencoe housing scheme in Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth on Sunday evening. The deceased have been identified as 65-year-old businessman and licensed firearm holder Melvin Blight and Ramel Coleman Johnson. A policeman assigned to the St. Catherine North Division died early Monday morning following a motorcycle crash in Newarton, St. Catherine. He has been identified as Constable Shanky Gordon, whom colleagues have described as a dedicated officer. In sports, Jamaican long jumper Kerry McLeod has been banned from athletics for 2 years after admitting to 3 whereabouts failures. The Athletics Integrity Unit says the 28-year-old will be ineligible to compete until May 28, 2028, while results from May 2026 will be disqualified. In your currency trading at midday.
So there you have it. That's the news update from the Gleaner. There you have it. So join us tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, it's going to be a busy day tomorrow right here in the Mek Wi Talk program. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., Public Accounts Committee of Parliament. Hold on there for me. Let's take a hold on there. Yes. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the morning, that's 11 a.m. U.S. time, Public Accounts Committee of Parliament live. Sitting of the Parliament at 2 p.m. Jamaica time, 3 p.m. U.S. time. That's sitting of the Parliament. And on Wednesday, joint sitting committee on the Child Development Act at 10 a.m. At 3 p.m., sitting of the Parliament. On Thursday, joint select committee. And on Thursday also, the Senate will convene. So it's going to be a busy, busy day for the Mek Wi Talk program tomorrow. At 10 a.m., 11 a.m. U.S. time, Public Accounts Committee of Parliament. And at 2 p.m., 3 p.m. U.S. time, sitting of the House of Representatives. So there you have it for tomorrow. And also the press conference tomorrow, live from Jamaica House. We'll bring that to you live tomorrow also. So it's going to be a busy, busy morning for those who are here on the Mek Wi Talk program. I want to say thanks to Michelle Fanger from the Fanger Law Firm. Thanks to Marvin for coming on. Thanks to the producers of this program. In the background, Mario, who continue working in the background to make the Mek Wi Talk program look different. We have the Mek Wi Talk website also is mekwitalknow.com. mekwitalknow.com. The website is not really finished as yet, but they're working on it. You can see the new look for the Mek Wi Talk program in the studio here. Although we're outside of the studio tonight, I want to say thanks to those who make this possible. Remember to join Wilfred Samuel Rattigan, Jamaica's fearless leader, on Wednesday for Come Visit Rattigan. He will be coming on Wednesday, and also live from the campus of the University of Rattigan. They'll bring it to you live from the University campus. Rattigan University will be coming to you live on Saturday from the campus there in Washington, D.C. He will be coming to you live from the University campus, Rattigan University. So you can bring all your questions to him. Join him on Saturday at 3 p.m. U.S. time, 2 p.m. Jamaica time. He will be coming to you live with the Visit Rattigan program. I am Jeffrey Tavares saying so long. Remember, do something before something do you. Stand up for what you believe in. And that's what the great John Lewis said in one of his speech to the people of the United States. This is what the late John Lewis said.
I got arrested a few times. During the 60s, I went to jail 40 times. Since I've been in Congress, I've been arrested another 5 times. And I'm probably going to get arrested again for something. I'm not suggesting that any of you should go out and get arrested. But when you see something that is not right, not fair, not just, stand up and say something. Do something. I gave a little blood on that bridge in Selma 53 years ago. I almost died. Some of my friends and colleagues were murdered in Mississippi and other places. I'm not asking any of you to give any blood. I'm just asking you to go and vote like you never voted before. We have to vote. The vote is the most powerful, nonviolent instrument or tool we have in a democratic society, and we must use it. Use it. Go out and vote. Let's go out and vote.
There you have it, the late John Lewis, who said that we must get ourselves in some good trouble. We need to. Have a good night, my fellow Jamaicans. May God bless you. May God bless our island home, Jamaica land we love. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Mek Wi Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. For those on TikTok, like up the live feed, give us some flowers and hearts and so forth. Until tomorrow morning when we come to you live with the press conference from Jamaica House, and also from the Parliament of Jamaica tomorrow at 10 a.m. Jamaica time, 11 a.m. U.S. time, the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament will be live right here on the Mek Wi Talk program. So long, everybody. Good night.
Hear the word of the Lord, Jamaica. Hear the word of the Lord. The plan is to make things as difficult as possible for the people by not supporting them in any serious, significant, or sustainable way, with the hope that in frustration they would move away and go somewhere, go live with their family, find somewhere else, so that they would not have the problem or the responsibility to relocate them. So it's a waiting game. I hear the Lord saying it's a waiting game. So yes, you touch a little there and you touch a little there. Nothing significant. Nothing sustainable. And the hope is that with the hardship, with the difficulty, and the nigh impossible situations that would confront the people, they would leave in frustration. Can't bother. Just pack up whatever little they have, and most have lost everything. And whatever little they have, it is damaged. But they will just pack up and just go somewhere. Pack up and maybe hitch up with family, each area. So that those communities, those areas would be left vacant. So the authorities can take them over. Hear the word of the Lord. But I'm here to say today that that strategy is not going to work. The Lord is going to allow it to blow up in their faces. And God is also going to judge them as a result of it. The Lord has heard the cries of the people.
Yes, they're crying.
And he is about to respond. But also woe beyond to those in Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth who are rapacious, greedy, like the hardwares and those places, those involved in price gouging, yes, profiteering and so on. Those who have been stealing, not because you really have to steal, because some of you are stealing out of greed, and stealing is never right under any circumstance. Those who continue to be involved in wickedness, even though you're suffering, but you're still involved in wickedness, the Lord is still going to be judging you. But his anger, his wrath will be coming upon the oligarchs. And among them are politicians. The Lord is not asleep, and he has noted what is taking place right across the island of Jamaica. And even in the West, and in particular, there in St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, and elsewhere, but especially those two parishes. So there's more judgment to hit those two parishes. There is witchcraft. When I go down there to do ministry, and every week we have to go down. Every week we have the teams going down. Every week, at least 2 times per week. Most times 3 times per week. The high levels of witchcraft, revivalism, and then immorality. You see what is happening in the different areas. They have the strip clubs, and you wonder if it's the same persons who were running all over the place before. During the hurricane, immediately after the hurricane, their hearts have become so hardened. You saw what happened, Mr. Clark. You saw what happened with the carnival, so-called carnival. Thousands of them. Where did so many people come from? Under the guise that it is going to cause them to prosper. That carnival bring prosperity to Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth. The devil is a liar. You better repent because of what is up ahead. So if you think Melissa did damage, worse is up ahead. I'm going to say it one more time. Worse is up ahead. And I'm going to repeat the prophetic word that one of the reasons the people are not receiving the kind of help that they should have got, saith the Lord, is that the authorities, they are hoping that the people out of frustration will just left their land. Just leave it so that they can take over. But it's not going to happen. There is a midnight cry that will come upon this island of Jamaica. The Lord will be visiting. Remember, the churches are not going to escape, because one of the reasons this wickedness can take place in Jamaica is that many of the churches are complicit. Where they are not complicit, they are complacent. Where they are not complacent, they are klearos, meaning lukewarm. The same word from which lukewarm comes there in Revelation chapter 3. They are donkya, them don't care, they don't care, them donkya.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, Mek Wi Talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Mek Wi Talk.